Okay, hello everyone. I'm just gonna wait for some people to join and then I'll go ahead and start, okay? What? Mhm. Okay, so, first person joined, hi. So I'm Reagan Elia. I'm the Miss First Coast Junior Teen from the National American Teen and Collegiate Pageant. And my platform, which is what I'll be talking about today, is keeping animals out of shelters. So I advocate for animals in shelters as well as the ending of backyard breeding and breed-specific legislation, which pretty much is where dogs are not allowed to go to certain places because of their breed. That it's usually Rottweilers, Dobermans, Shepherds, and very commonly pit bulls. So I'm working very hard to go against all of that and keeping animals out of shelters. I also advocate for TNR, which is a program where stray cats are spayed and neutered to decrease the populations of stray cats going into shelters. And oh, look, that's my little cat in the background. That's Katya. I rescued him about 6 months ago. I got him when he was 6 days old and bottle fed him. Talking about my platform, I'm also going to be showing you some basic dog training with my dog Missy. So before we get started, I was asked a few questions on my story before this video, so I'm going to go ahead and answer those really quickly. And throughout the thing, if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below and I will answer them at the end. Okay, so the first question is, what work have you been doing with your platform over quarantine? So with rescue, we're still able to do a lot of work. Most shelters are closed, so I'm not able to go in and volunteer. But I have been fostering a cat, Paisley, and I've also fostered her 5 kittens that all got adopted a few weeks ago. So Paisley's still looking for her home, which I hope she'll get to find soon. I've also been doing posts to help animals in shelters get adopted, and I'm an admin of a Facebook group that's dedicated to finding homes for animals that people are rehoming. So, will you continue with your platform after you're done competing in pageants? Absolutely. This is such an important, I feel like my platform is incredibly important, and even after pageants, I will still definitely be fostering, and I will still definitely be raising awareness for animals in shelters. It's a cause that's very important to me, and I could not imagine not doing it. And as Tia Maria from Pitbulls and Parolees said, I don't know if any of you watched that show, but as she said, I'm not going to stop until there's no more animals in the shelters. So what made you want to start your platform? So I actually started my platform a little bit over a year ago. When I walked into a shelter, my family was just looking to adopt, and we actually went, and the foster coordinator asked us if we wanted to foster 2 little pit bull puppies, and I fell in love instantly, and my platform just grew from there as I continued to foster and learning more about shelters and rescue. So the next question is, how will you continue to further your cause after the quarantine? So after quarantine, we'll be able to go back out and everything, so I will continue volunteering in shelters, and I'll keep doing breakout days, which is where you take dogs from the shelters and you take them out to different places like Starbucks to get puppuccinos and walks around parks just to get them out of the shelter for a day. And what do you think the most important thing is to keeping animals out of shelters? So the most important thing, I think, is before you get a pet, whether you get it from a breeder or you adopt it, I think it's really important to do your research on the animal. Like, a lot of people don't understand the amount of work that goes into some pets, how expensive they can be, and as they continue to work with them and everything, the animal just doesn't fit into their family. So I feel like it's very important that if you're an active family, you get an active dog. If you're really lazy and you don't like get out as much, to get a dog that likes staying indoors. And you need to remember vet bills are expensive no matter the animal you have. And some animals, such as guinea pigs and rabbits, require exotic vets. So it's very important to do your research before getting an animal. And then the final question I have is, what can younger girls do to get involved? This is so important. I think part of what I'm doing is inspiring younger girls to get involved. The Adopt Don't Shop movement is very easy for girls to get involved in, and children, it's really easy for children to participate too. They can organize drives for animal shelters and collecting supplies for them, like food and blankets, different things that shelters need. And they can also do what I'm doing and advocate and tell people about the importance of keeping animals out of shelters. And I know some shelters allow younger kids to go in with their parents and play with the kittens or take dogs out on walks. So they can definitely do that. And one more question that I just got was, how do you know which breed fits your family? Well, all breeds have their basic different personalities, like German Shepherds are usually pretty energetic, and you have to think, so you wouldn't get a German Shepherd if you're not a very active family. You have to think about, can you handle a bigger dog? Would you prefer a smaller dog? Kind of think about the sizes and any restrictions that if you rent, that your landlord puts on breeds or sizes of dogs. So I think you just really need to do your research and find out which dog would fit your lifestyle best. And then I just saw a comment that someone just got a pit puppy and named her Peaches. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go ahead and start teaching y'all how to do some basic dog training with my dog Missy. I just adopted her about a little bit over a month ago. She is the cutest little thing. She's an American bully. She's like a tiny little pit bull, like a tiny little pit bull face. And she is the sweetest thing. She's absolutely perfect. And I'm working on training her to be a AKC certified trick dog. So today we're going to show you how to train sit, down, and paw, which are 3 tricks that she's been working on right now, especially over the quarantine. So if you have a dog, it would be great if you went ahead and got it so that you can work along with us. And if you don't have a dog, I encourage y'all to keep watching, just because it's really interesting to see how she train dogs. And I know there's lots of shelters looking for fosters, so I would definitely encourage you to go out and foster a dog, and you can practice training with a dog that you foster as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hand the phone over to my sister so that she can take videos. Okay, here we go. Okay, so everyone, this is Missy. This is my baby. So we're going to start training. I just want to go over a few things. So I have treats right here. So these are just little training treats so that I can give her treats after each thing, and she isn't eating like big giant treats every single time she does a trick correctly. And another thing is I'm using a martingale collar and have the leash on her just so that she stays with me. And then if I have to pull on the collar, the martingale spreads, it distributes pressure evenly around her neck, so it doesn't put as much pressure on her trachea. And then I always, after she does a trick correctly, I'll give her a treat and tell her good girl so that she knows she's doing everything correctly. It's just a good way to positively reinforce her for doing what I want her to do. And then I just want to say that trick training is a great way to bond with your dog and really get to know them and work with them, and they learn that they can trust you. So she's already sitting, so I'm going to see if I can get her to stand up. She's pretty lazy, that's why she works perfectly with our family. She's perfect for snuggling and watching Netflix, and she's very chill with all other animals, which is great because we always have new animals in the house that we're fostering. So she's really a perfect fit for our family. So sometimes she can be a little stubborn too because she just wants to sit and lay around. But we're working on it. So come on up. Okay. So, miss. Okay. Come here. So when you want to get a dog to sit, you use the treat and you lure them to sit where, yeah, just like that. So you put it over their nose and their mouth so that they follow it, sit. And then you give them the command, and then once they sit, come here. Once they sit, you give them the treat so that they know what they did was correct. So come here, Missy, sit. Good girl. So then you'll slowly start sit. Good girl. Hey. So then you'll start spacing out when you reward them so that you, louder? Okay, sorry. So that they, hi Katia. So this is my little baby kitten. Oh, you want attention? Okay. Hi. It's right there. I'm sorry, baby girl. So you'll want to start, as they learn, you want to start spacing out the hold on, what? Is he what?
Watch him so that he doesn't bite her.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's just worried about the cat because he's a little crazy. So you want to start spacing out the treats now. So you want to start spacing out the treats so that they learn to start doing it without the rewards, but you want to reward them occasionally. Katya, get out of that. Get out of that. You have your food. So you want to start spacing out the treats and the rewards so that they start learning that that they'll just do it on command if you don't have any treats around. So the next thing we're going to train is down. And this is a really easy trick to do after they learn sit. So what you're going to do is just like with sit is you're going to lure them into the position down and then reward them after they do it. Missy, down. Good girl. And then occasionally you do just want to give them some love, give them some like ear scratches, like, you know, just reward them so that they know what they're doing is correct. Sit, hey, sit, and stand up, hey, and then down, no, hey, follow down. Good girl. And you want to keep, if they don't get it right away, that's okay. You just need to keep trying and don't give up on it. Just get them to do what they're told to do so that they know to listen to you and that they won't get away with it. Stand up here. Okay, and then next, we're going to do that one more time. Hey, down. Good girl, Missy. Good girl. So she's doing really good with down. She can do it without treats if I just point down, down. Good girl. I'm trying to work with her so that she can get it without me having to point. That's what we're working on right now, is just getting her to do it with the verbal command. So next we're going to do paw real quick. Hey, stand up. Thank you. So paw is really easy. It's like a pretty easy thing to teach. So you're going to say paw, and then they just shake your hand. Here, paw. Missy, paw. Good girl, thank you. So the way to train this here, yes. The way to train this is you just pick up their, you say paw, and hey, you have to show them. You say paw, and you just pick up their paw, and then you give them a treat. And you just need to paw, and then you just need to repeat this until they get it. You're so sloppy. You're so sloppy. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. She's such a good girl. Like, she's doing so well with her training. She just has the squishiest little face. She really is like perfect. So here, paw, and then you just pick it up, shake it, and then give it to him.
Okay. I'll tell you later.
Okay. And then paw, and then you just pick it up and shake it. She's doing so well. Good girl. So it's really important to when you're training them to that you are consistent. I train her for about 30-45 minutes every day, and I'll probably do it like Katya. Sorry, our cat is crazy. He's crazy. He just loves to play. He's just a little kitten. So either he's running around, he's so funny to watch. So it's really important that you're consistent. I do about 3 or 4 training sessions a day that all last about 10 seconds just to keep his attention. just to keep him, or just to keep her attention, to keep her watching. Wait, show us that. Oh, now he's not gonna do it because he's having a video too.
It's good television. Take the ball.
So it's really important to be consistent with the training, to reward them, to give them lots of love. It's just really important to make sure they know they're doing everything correctly and stay consistent with everything. So, are there any questions in the comments?
Tap, tap, tap.
If not, I can take it back and look. Here, go ahead and give me my phone. So, oh my goodness, someone's here from Thailand watching. That's amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Someone said I'm doing awesome and they love Missy. Yeah, she's amazing. So, can't believe you taught all of her that in less than a month from being a shelter dog. Aw, thank you. She's doing so well. She's really learning a lot and really getting used to being in our family. And that actually brings up a really important point. So it's very important that when you adopt a pet, it takes them about 3 days to get settled in, about 3 weeks to kind of get used to a routine, and about 3 months to feel like they're really at home and part of the family. So I feel like that's something really important to think about when you're adopting a pet. I know so many people that have adopted dogs or cats and have returned them in less than a month of having them because they haven't been house trained quick enough, because just for so many different reasons. But you really have to give them time to settle in, get used to the family, get used to being around your house, getting used to your neighborhood, and learning all of the rules you have set. So it's very important to stay consistent with your rules and stay consistent with what you want your dog to do and really working with them. Oh my goodness, someone says she's amazing. Yes, she is. She's literally perfect. She's so smart. She's so sweet. Something really cute about her is, like, we'll just be like sitting around watching TV and she'll just come and jump right on you. Even though she's almost 40 pounds, she's a giant lap dog. She just loves snuggling and loves attention. Is the kitten jealous? He's sometimes a little bit jealous of Missy because Missy just jumps on you and cuddles. But Katya, he's pretty funny. So we actually got him when he was 6 days old, and we raised him from being a bottle baby. So, you'd think he'd love attention and love snuggling, but he's just like any other cat. When he wants attention, he'll come get attention. But he really does like to play and kind of do his own thing. But he is sweet. I have been working on training him a little bit, actually, because I didn't know if any of you knew this, but you can train cats. I've trained my rabbit to do tricks on command. And you pretty much do it the same way you train a dog, as you use treat as a lure and then use the command, and they'll learn that. So someone asked me, how often should I feed Peaches, which is their dog, daily, and how much? So usually with my foster puppies, I feed them about 3 times a day when they're younger, and then the older dogs I feed twice a day. But that's something that you should ask your vet and do a little bit of research on, just to make sure that they're getting exactly what they need. And also on the food containers, like the bags, it'll tell you how much each weight should get of that specific food. So that's something that depends on the brand of food, and you should also talk to your vet about specific brands of food that would be best for your dog. So can guinea pigs be trained to do tricks? I have 2 guinea pigs. I can walk over here and show you one of them. He's kind of sleeping in his hay right now. Okay, so that's baby G. I know it's a little bit blurry. That's baby G. He's just taking a nap in his hay. So we haven't done any training with him, but I've seen videos on YouTube about training guinea pigs. So it is possible. And if you guys would like to see me try to train a guinea pig, if you follow my Instagram, I may do a live video soon. And then, where did you learn how to train, and do you have any certifications? So I've worked with a few dog trainers in my area. I know some of them are watching right now. Shout out to Jason and Miss Allison. But they've really taught me a lot about training dogs, and I do have my dog training certification that I got online. So I pretty much had to do a few courses, watch some videos, read some information, and then work with dogs and practice learning how to do trick training and correcting behaviors. I've been working on dog training for about maybe 6 months, but I've been working with dogs and cats for a little bit over a year. Okay, so that's about all we have time for, I think. So if y'all want to follow me on Instagram, you can. It's Miss First Coast Junior Teen. And you can follow Missy on Instagram. It's at itty, ITTY _ bitty, BITTY _ zoo. I have one more question. So what do you like the most about interacting with different animals? Well, when I started fostering about a little bit over a year ago, I loved working with the puppies, but I also love working with the older dogs. Sorry, Missy's playing with, she has this little, treat thing, so she's playing with that. She's so adorable. So, I have guinea pigs, a cat, a rabbit. I ride horses. I just love being able to work with so many different animals, getting to see their personality. And animals don't judge you. I always go out and work with my rabbit, and Missy's my little baby, Frenchie, my rabbit's my best friend. So, they don't judge you. They're so sweet to work with. And I want to be a vet when I'm older because I love working with so many different animals. So, I just would like to thank Girls Who Brunch for letting me do this live video, and I would like to thank the National American Teen and Collegiate Pageant for working with Girls Who Brunch to allow me to have this opportunity. Okay, sorry, there's one more question that I'm just going to answer real quick before I go. How old is Missy and Katya? So we don't know Missy's exact age, but we're estimating between 3 and 5, and we actually know Katya's exact birthday because we got him when he was so young. So he is about to be 9 months old. So we've had him for pretty much 9 months, which is really crazy. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about dog training and learning a little bit about my platform. So thank you so much, and I hope all of you were inspired to get involved with your local rescues and start fostering or volunteering and possibly even adopting a dog. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and make sure to stay inside and practice social distancing so that we can get back out into the real world. Bye!